what's the admissions process like for each of these stages? We talked about the later stage, which is the pupillage part and all these dinners and such, but earlier, for what's it like to apply for the undergraduate LLB, and then what's it like to apply for these other, the acronyms like the BPTC and these other ones, the GDL, all those. How do you get into each of those stages?
So I would say the easier one of the two, that in the sense of the LLB or the BPTC, would obviously be the LLB. Usually there is a minimum requirement for entering the LLB, and those also are separate for local students, UK and EU students, and international students. So if your first language isn't English, for example, you have certain requirements. You have to fulfill either TOEFL or IELTS, a certain bracket based on the university. And once that is done, if you have done, let's say in your high school, if you have done London advanced level law, you have a higher likelihood of being entered into the LLB straight off. Otherwise, there might be an interview process. It's just like applying for a normal university. So there's an application process, there is a mission statement, all of that. It's just the same requirements. Once, I think the most important thing to understand is you need to know exactly, even at the very inception, you need to know what exactly you want to do with your law degree. 9 out of 10 times the students I encounter, they do law because they want to be a lawyer. But I always say that that's not sufficient, specifically in the Commonwealth system. At least now, it's not enough for you to know, okay, I want to do law, I want to be in this profession. It's always good to know exactly which area of law you'd like to end up in. The reason for that is when you are looking towards pupillage, at that point, you're obviously going to select a chamber or a law firm that specializes in that area which you want to go for. But if you had not planned that during your LLB or your degree stage, the university that you select might not be recognized or known for that area of law. So when you go towards a pupillage, when you're seen as coming into that with a specialization, yet your degree is from somewhere else, chances are if there's another competitor applicant who is coming from there, he'll get the cut. You won't make the cut. So the first thing I always say is make sure you know which area you want to go. Not just in terms of civil or criminal, but is it intellectual property? Is it ADR? Is it wills? Is it trust law? What is it? Just figure that out, and then only you sort of select the university. Once you do that, it's just, I wouldn't say smooth sailing, but from that point onwards, it's all about finding out the best route that you can take. So if you're someone who's just coming from a high school, you have no choice. You'll still have to go through the 3-year process. If you do have another degree under your belt, then look for a university that provides a 2-year LLB. I don't think it's right of me to mention certain universities because then it seems like an endorsement as such, but there are several universities that offer 2-year LLB programs, which makes the route somewhat shorter.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.